ferry from Lisbon across the water to Almada. I'm gonna show you this bridge. Looks like the Golden Gate Bridge right in front of me. You know that bridge, but I'm a lot closer to it now. So I'm off to a restaurant down here on the water. It's a hot day today, in the 90s, or it will be in the 90s. You can see off here behind me is the boat that I took, and Lisbon's behind me. So I'll show you this, flip the camera around and show you the bridge. Yep, there's the bridge. It looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, but it's not it. There's the restaurant over there. Ponto Final. There's the look-alike Golden Gate Bridge. Here's looking back over at Lisboa. There's the fort, and the green thing is the San Jorge Fort up there, a castle rather. Well, there's a big hole, don't want to fall in that. Yikes. Water off to my right. Another hole. A lot of holes. A lot of holes in the ground. Guess who's in town? Look who's behind my shoulder back there. My friend who's afraid of the camera.
Bom dia. Bom dia.
Bom dia, she says. Tudo bem.
Tudo bem.
She's learning the language. Yesterday we went to a museum. There was a big fire, and wow, there were 29 fires in Portugal. It was really smoky. It reminded me of California a year ago. Today's better. It was also been in the 90s, high 90s, but today it's cooler. Sumi's off to museum, back to museum, and I'm gonna go to an end of a subway line and walk back a few stations just to kind of see what the neighborhood looks like. Yeah, Sumi likes to tile. They tile the buildings here. See the tile there? I like to put tile on their walls. We're being very careful we don't trip. We're gonna meet up later, go to my favorite barbecue chicken restaurant that I showed you before. All right, that's it for today. Okay, I'm in a town called Borleria. Probably pronounced that all wrong. That's the Italian pronunciation. That's the last stop on the blue, the Azul line of the metro. In the very last station, and I'm walking 0.8 kilometers to the, actually 0.8 miles to the next station on the route. So the next station on the way back to Lisbon. Just to check out what the outskirts of Lisbon look like. So you're seeing it right here. There's kind of this old wall here. Maybe it's an aqueduct or some fortification wall. Bom dia. So that's something old, but the rest of it looks pretty modern. As you know, there's a huge earthquake in Portugal, the Lisbon area in 1755, so everything was rebuilt, and obviously this area is younger than that. Hey, it's a white Tesla on the road. Did you see it passing me up? So I'm just gonna walk and check out the environment, the city, the urban area, see what it looks like. and then maybe walk into the station after that. Depends if I get tired or not. Ankle's feeling a little better. I mean, a lot better from when I first heard it, but it still gets kind of sore after a while. Okay, we will, something more interesting shows up, I will take out the old camera. Otherwise, this might be it for today. Well, here's the next metro stop, Amado de Este, which is about 0.8 miles from the first stop. Walking down a road to the next stop, next metro stop. Well, at least it's a little windy today. It's pretty warm. And I'm out in the middle of nowhere, going from one suburb to the next, to the third metro stop on this blue line. Get a pretty good idea what the suburbs look like out here in the outskirts of Lisbon. No tourists out here. Went by a little restaurant. It's all locals. Easy. No, see any English. That's kind of cool. Well, approaching the third metro station. A little too hot today. I'm gonna have to call it quits. But I've enjoyed seeing the scenery out here. Well, all that public spray painting art on the wall is pretty cool. Okay, so pretty modern town. That's my conclusion. This part anyway. Makes sense. Most suburbs are fairly new, so a lot of multi-level apartments and some commercial, schools, parks. Here's the subway station. Look who I found in, where are we? Lisbon, Lisboa.
Hola!
So what do you think, Lisa? It's been here a couple days now?
Well, second day here. It's beautiful. It was hot, like really hot.
Yeah, like how was it yesterday?
It was so hot you don't want to go outside. Which we didn't do until later in the day. So.
And what did we have for dinner last night? We have nice Portuguese food.
No. Yeah, we broke down in less than 24 hours and had Japanese food. At least for me.
And what's the plan for tonight?
We're gonna do a tour, Fado tour, right? Tour with food.
Yeah, what's Fado?
Type of Portuguese music. I think there's a little, was it storytelling and I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like folk song.
Folk song.
Portuguese folk song,
Yes.
guitar,
Yes.
kind of jazzy. We'll find out. And
Yeah, and report back.
we'll report back. We'll maybe even film some of it.
Yeah.
And it includes a dinner, 3 hours of walking around, hearing about it, and then finally with a dinner and listening to music.
Yeah.
So we will give you a taste.
Right,
Right, Lisa?
That's right. And where
All
are we
right.
headed now?
We're going to kind of go into the tourist part of town, see the water and get some pastisha, nata, and some coffee, and just kind of do the local, see the main, what do you call them, the iconic, places of Lisbon.
Yes, it's the Joseph Caftarella tour
Right.
of Lisbon.
Right, the tour guide here. All right,
Okay.
bye.
Bye.
Here we are in an interesting shop. where they. Here are my two friends right here, my twins, and they sell wine and shoes here. Wine and shoes, as you can see. You can buy a pair of shoes. If you buy a pair of shoes, you get a bottle of wine to go along with it. We're on our way to church. We just got stopped here. On our way to church to pray.
We're going to church
we
to
didn't
pray
make
for
it.
beautiful shoes.
Because instead we're having beer and we're having beer and shoes.
What used to be illegal for his cover